The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Seahawks and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the third and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do. And here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the 3rd game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right? It's bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Up the middle, Jones. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. It's a foot race. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 58 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On play action, they'll throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the...
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
An inside give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 4 yards out. And the Packers
are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was... Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you.